My neighbor decided to start cutting grass. Anyway, we got Bilstein 5100, Bilstein, whatever you want to say, 5100 shocks, and I've got the rough country leveling coils. Got them on each side. These are 2-inch leveling coils, and the shocks are made to work with the leveling. I like them. It rides really nice. Rides way better than it did when it was stock. Heads and tails better. It's a 2-wheel drive, so it was kind of annoying to find the shock for that, the right setup. I'm going to change the control arms to Mevotechs eventually, Mevotech, whatever you want to say. Just because that kind of concerns me. I've been riding with these for the past, I don't know, 6 months. And it's not been an issue. Apparently it's only an issue on like 2012s or whatever. But the way that's ball joint is, I don't like it. I don't like the way it sits, so. And it'll ride better anyway when I upgrade this. So that's what I want to do. A note to you, if you're 2014 or newer, I think even 2013, if you go over a bump with this and you do the leveling kit, you will blow your ball joint eventually. I've heard it from friends, I've heard it from all kinds of people that are like, they're upset because they've blown ball joints over this. So just FYI and a heads up. And when I did that, actually, when I leveled it, I noticed it actually sat way higher in the front than it did in the back. Well, not way higher, but higher to be noticed. So what I did was I actually put, I don't know if you can see them, the spacers there underneath the coils. Or rather, I had 4-wheel parts do that for me. They did a pretty good job, and so now it sits level, and as a result, a lot of people, when I pull up, because of the lights on top and the way it sits with the 17-inch rims, tend to think it's actually a 2500 if they're not looking at the big 1500 on the side. So that's kind of cool, I guess. People think the truck's actually bigger and meaner than what it is, but honestly it's pretty mild. It's got enough power to pull stuff, and it's got a little get up and go, but it's not anything that you're gonna find spectacular. Under the hood, got the K&N cold air intake. That's about all I've got under the hood actually at the moment. I'm actually going to put a throttle body spacer on there. From what I understand, it's gonna go right back here. Should only take a couple of minutes to install. Yeah, I know it's dirty. I don't care. It's a V8 Magnum. It's nothing spectacular, so sue me. I've also got a Flowmaster. I had a Magnum Flow muffler, but I replaced that with a Flowmaster Super 40. Like the way it sounds, especially with this. And little known fact is, if you're thinking about putting a cold air intake on it, on your truck, they do make one for the 4.7 V8. You just gotta look for that specifically. K&N makes one. I think Air Raid makes one too. And I think Air Raid is the only manufacturer that makes a throttle body spacer if you want to do that. But with the K&N, I have to say I'm very pleased with it. I saw a dramatic gain in fuel economy, particularly when I'm doing like 40 to 60 cruising on back roads. I can get easily 25 miles to the gallon. If I'm on the freeway, if I'm watching my RPMs and I'm careful with it, I can get 22, 23 pretty easily. If I'm really, really wanting my mileage and I'm really watching it and I've got it 65 and I know what gear it's in and whatnot, if I'm really getting technical with it, I can get 25 to 26. But hopefully with the throttle body spacer, I'll be able to increase that a little bit. I don't know how much. I don't know how much that'll affect, but we'll see. People have said stuff, so worst case scenario, it does nothing and it makes a cool whistle noise. So yeah, I do it for that. So there's that. So yeah, the barricade bumper, I put a Pioneer in here. Stock speakers, Pioneer, actually puts out some nice noise. I'm very happy with it. Pretty nice setup. And also, I don't speed regularly or anything like that, but it's good to know when cops are around so you can watch your speed. So those sticklers who love to give you tickets for being 5 over or 3 over or whatever, you just know. It's just good to know. Alright, so there'll be more videos coming, but this was just a basic overview of my Ram. You'll see a lot of other stuff, scuba diving, because I do that. Traveling, tips for flying, tips for cruising, all kinds of stuff. Star Wars fans will probably like this Ram. Those of you who aren't Star Wars fans, you won't care or you'll think this is stupid. So yeah, and fun fact also, I used to Uber with this truck. So there's that. Alrighty, I will catch you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoy this and hopefully you find some of my tips and tricks helpful. Later.